to episode number 9 of the Modern Skein podcast. My name is Sharon Graff, and I am the owner of the Modern Skein, which is a yarn shop in Montgomery, Texas. This is episode 9, so if you are one of our fantastic subscribers, welcome back. Thank you for watching. And if you are a new subscriber or a new viewer, maybe watching us for the first time, welcome, and we'd love to see you subscribe and maybe see you in the store one day. We are an online and in-store or storefront shop in Montgomery, Texas, but we do ship in the U.S., Canada, and around the world. And I just want to get right started with our podcast today. I'm filming on a slightly different day than usual. Normally I film on Tuesday and try to upload it Tuesday and Wednesday or Wednesday. But I'm filming on a Monday today because tomorrow my car goes back in the shop for the umpteenth time to finish up all the work that it needs. And it's just really, really busy tomorrow. So I figured get it out of the way and get it done. It's just really odd because just about everything else here in downtown Montgomery is closed on Monday, so it's like a ghost town. It's really kind of weird being here and there's nobody out walking, none of the shops are open. It's just a little bizarre. So, this week, well actually last week I didn't film a podcast because Josh and I were on a little mini getaway vacation of sorts in San Antonio, Texas. We visited several yarn shops, we did the river walk, we stayed downtown in a historic hotel, and just had a good time. It was really nice and relaxing and enjoying for both of us. But I'm glad to be back in the shop and being surrounded by all of my wonderful yarn. I did get a lot of knitting done on the trip. We were doing a lot of driving. However, I have no finished objects to show you this week. None. Not really even anything close to being done. But that's because I have big projects all on the needles. But that's okay. I'll show you what I have and what I've made progress on. So, I believe the last episode, episode 8, I don't think I had cast this on. I think I had just decided on the colors. But this is my Sunset Highway. Sunset Highway is a pattern by Caitlin Hunter of Boyland Knitworks, and it's a top-down sweater, and it's on really small needles because I'm getting ready to separate for the sleeves, so bear with me. But you can see it's beautiful color work. And then this color here down on the bottom, this is my main color for the body of the sweater. This is a fingering weight sweater. And the colors I've used up here, I'll show you. So you have graphite from Hedgehog Fibers as my, I'll say the black or the dark charcoal. This teal and this multicolor is also from Hedgehog Fibers. They're single ply yarns, and they were colors that I got on one of her club subscriptions. So I'm not sure if they're available. We do not have them in the shop. They may be available on future clubs. I'm not sure, but the colors are Pinata for this bright multicolored one. And then this one, this teal, I want to say it was Tidal. I believe, Tidal, but it's very pretty. And then this color, this very small micro speckled kind of yarn, that is our custom colorway from Yarn Carnival. So that's the Modern Skein on the fingering weight yarn. So that is the start of this sweater. I pretty much got all the color work done on the trip. And I'm just about a ½ inch away, I believe, from separating for the sleeves. So I'm going to try and get that done later today if I have time. And then it'll be separated for the sleeves and ready to knit on. What I'll probably do, honestly, is go ahead and knit just maybe an inch or so on the body and then go ahead and knit at least one sleeve. If I knit the sleeves as I'm still knitting the body or before I knit the rest of the body, then I don't get stuck on Sleeve Island as much. So that's my plan of attack there. I did not get too much done on my Tecumseh this week. I didn't work on it too much, just maybe 10 rows or so. I have still not split for the sleeves. I was thinking about possibly modifying the pattern and bringing the sleeve separation up, but I've decided I'm going to just knit it as is and really appreciate the pattern for how it was written. I think it'll look good on me anyway. So, because I'm getting, once you finish, that was weird. Sounded like a cowbell. Once I finish this second repeat on this shield bit down here, that's when I separate for the sleeve. So I don't have too much further to go. So it's not going to be like a hugely raglan. It's probably going to end up being around here that I have like a little bit of a dolman or just a dropped sleeve. But you can see it's kind of puckering up on me because my needles aren't quite long enough. I did the second cross repeat, or I guess it's cross, and then, or plus sign, and then I'm about a third or halfway through this shield design. And the different, you can see this one is a lot more puckery and this is more smooth. That's because when I finished this section, I went ahead and steamed it out with an iron, and I haven't steamed this out yet. But once I finish that next bit of color work, or that last bit of color work, then and separate it for the sleeves, then I'll go ahead and steam it out again, just to make sure my floats lay good and I don't have anything that I would feel that I want to redo as far as like the floats being too tight or something puckering really badly. So that's that. And then I honestly don't think I had cast this on. I think I was talking about it, but I might have. I've barely done anything on it. But I was talking about casting on a mindless project, and I did. It's the Vertices Unite by Stephen West. So I have just one tiny little bit done. And this is Dreamin' Color Smushy. That's the yarn. It's a fingering weight yarn, and the colorway is Guthrie's Peak. I have a little bit of it left in the shop, but I will be getting more in for the fall, because that's just a really nice neutral fall color. It'd be good for like the base of a fingering weight sweater, or just when you want a kind of neutral but still a little bit of color project. Words today. Let's see. And I'm still working on my Rhapsody and cables. I don't think I've really made any progress. I'm still working on the sleeve, which I think I was doing that last time. So that's that. It's been in the bottom of my bucket, which I want to show you real quick what we got into the store. So we got into the store before we left the much sought after Knitter's Backpack by Ritual Hand Dyes. So we have the fawn, which is the brown color. So you can see it works into a backpack. And then you have a nice backpack to wear with your projects inside, or if you're not a fan of a backpack, you just pull it through and you have just a nice bucket bag. And this is really thick, sturdy canvas. It holds its shape really well when you set it down, kind of a bucket shape. We have it in the black as well. So those are the only two colors we have, the brown and the black. And then this is mine. So you can see I've got my pins on there and full of projects and yarn. But this has been a great tote. So this is what I brought all my projects that I just showed you in, plus their patterns, on the trip. And it was great because it was all in one nice neat little thing. When I was getting in and out of the car and into the hotels, I just cinched it up to kind of close up the top of it, and so that nothing fell out. And I worked out of it in the hotel room. I worked out of it in the car because it was great. I didn't have balls of yarn flying all over the car. It was fantastic. I do know that a couple people that have come into the shop are using it as like a combo purse backpack. I carry so much stuff in my purse anyway that it wouldn't work for me. I could only have maybe one project in my bag. But if you're doing that, one of the ladies actually went and just hand sewed snaps on either side, so she would feel like it had a little more security, which I thought was a really neat idea. The other project bag that we have, which I didn't think about this because I'm not into sports, but a lady came in and she's like, this is perfect. So we have these invisible they're sturdy plastic poly bags from Hedgehog Fibers. But what the lady said is these are perfect for football games or sporting events where you have to have all of your items in a clear bag. Well, sometimes it can be hard to find a larger plastic tote, apparently. I know I never see them in Target or anything like that. But this might be a nice option. So if you are a knitter or crocheter and also go to sporting events that you need a clear bag, this is your bag. You can fit your wallet, your keys, your cell phone, whatever else you bring to your sporting event, and of course your knitting project or your socks or whatever it is that you work on. So we have those available. Of course the bag I brought over doesn't have a price tag, but I want to say they're $35, I think. The knitter backpacks, these are $86 each. Doesn't matter what color. And we do ship. We ship any of that. So if you're not local to the area and are interested, they are both, all three items are on our website. Okay, while we were in San Antonio, I had the opportunity of swinging by Savvy Skeins, Allie, and picking up my latest order from her in a Braun fills. So I want to show you the yarn that we got from her, which is just fantastic. We got some classic colors that we love and sell a lot of. So this is Pandemonium, kind of a signature color of hers that when I get it in, we always sell out pretty quick. So we have all of this is on her Sensible sock base, which is a base she's had in the past, but she's always had, but it's changed slightly. It's a little softer. The content's the same. It's a little softer and more yardage. So now it's 430 yards rather than 400 yards. So that's awesome. We also have Coral Reef, which is a great kind of summery color. Classic favorite Pumpkin Spice Latte. Also a classic, the Venice Beach. Love this color. And Wayfaring Stranger. So this is like a navy blue with kind of mustardy browns all through it. I love it. And then some newer colors. Well, no, we've had this one before. Mariapita, which is based off of a little bird, I think. Hummingbird of some sort. Let's see. And then this is a new one to the shop, Stellarium, which is a real pretty rich color. Chantilly, really pretty rich peachy color. Oxidation, which is a fun, like a darker cousin, more orange cousin of Pumpkin Spice Latte. These would pair great in a fade. And then she's launching some new solid colors, so we got a couple of them. We have the Crimson Crush, which is really a nice, I'll say, kind of a nice even mix of a tomato / cherry red. So it's not super blue undertone, but not super yellow undertoned either. It's really nice red color. Mexican hot chocolate, which is a red undertoned chocolate brown. Really nice. And then penny, which is the perfect mustard solid color. So we have those from Savvy Skeins. And then, let's see, we've restocked some Red Stag fiber. We have cobblestone. We have Sweater's quantity of cobblestone again on the estate fingering, which is 100% merino, 490 yards. And we have Her Majesty's Navy, that rich navy blue that's just not showing up on camera very well. Also on the merino estate fingering. And then Josh dyed up 3 new colors for us here in the shop. And the first one is similar to a classic, but it's called Passport. So it's less brown and has just this hint of a burgundy maroon undertone. Perfect for any A&M Aggie fans, or if your sports colors is a true maroon, then this is the color for you. And then we have this beautiful color called French Waistcoat, which is a tonal kind of cornflower blue or a powder French blue. Very close to Wedgwood, a little bit darker than a Wedgwood blue. And then Royal Mantle, which it does not do it justice, but this color has a beautiful variegation of rich grapey purple and violet purple, and it just is a rich, beautiful colorway. So we have all of those on estate fingering in the shop, ready to ship out or in store. What else? Let's see. Oh, we do nothing new, but we only have 1 copy of the number 5 Lina book. So if you're interested in getting this, I only have 1 left. I still have a couple copies of number 4. So I do want to go over some patterns. So Kyler is a shawl that I'm planning on casting on. This is by Isabel Kramer. And what I'm thinking is casting on in this Passport color. Just this rich maroon. I'm loving it. I haven't cast it on yet because I have, quite a few projects cast on already, but it's a beautiful triangular shaped shawl with a stockinette section and a small repeat lace. That would just be a fairly easy project. I mean, there's literally just 1 page of instructions. Your setup, you set up the lace pattern, you do your stockinette, you do a rib, and you're done. So that's one that I'm wanting to cast on this fall. Of course, I already have my Tecumseh. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, yes. So you may have known that Andrew Mowry had her birthday sale. And so I got like 8 patterns. And one of them is this May top, which is a worsted weight loose t-shirt style pullover. Perfect for leggings. I just think it's going to be perfect for our climate for the fall, because you could make the sleeves a little bit longer, or you could leave them more short sleeve like the tee, but it's just going to be a great layering piece. It has a nice v-neck, which I love. I have no idea what color I'm going to do it in. It is worsted weight. I'm thinking probably a neutral, but I don't know for certain what I will do it in. But that's a fun one. I'm going to have the pattern printed up in the shop so you can take a look at it if you're interested in possibly doing that. there's just a lot of patterns out right now, and I didn't print off any beforehand, but the next episode, episode 10, I do plan to print out and go over some more patterns with you guys, because I know you guys, I hear from you that you really appreciate me going over kind of new and what's hot patterns. And I know when I watch podcasts, I always like hearing what other people are knitting, what patterns they're interested in knitting up, things like that. I do know just yesterday, I believe, Caitlin Hunter released a new shawl. I have no idea what the name is. It's like this long, begins with a T. Tura something or other. And that looked really neat. And she also has her new Maritimo, which is a tee, kind of similar. I won't say similar because it's a very different construction, but similar in that it's a bottom up with a lace and then plain style tee, Maritimo, and it's 3 colors, fingering weight. We've had, if you go on our Instagram and you'll scroll back to some of the back posts, we put together several color combinations here in the shop for you. The other thing we have going on, which we have through the end of this week, so that would be I think the 11th would be Saturday, I think, because the 9th is Thursday, 10th would be Friday, 11th would be Saturday, yes. So through Saturday the 11th, we have a trunk show in from a company called Less Traveled Yarns. They're out of Arizona, but her yarn, she sent a huge box of it, and it's amazing. First off, she completely surprised me and sent a exclusive colorway to the shop, and it's on yak sock, which is amazing, and it's like my 2 favorite colors, gray and navy blue. How much more perfect can you get? It's just beautiful. It's so pretty. I've already sold several skeins of it, but I want to keep it for myself. Well, if there's any left, I'm keeping it. I'm just saying. But she's also sent a nice variety of sparkle sock. So look at these rich colors. This one's called Dapper Glacier. The Sheldrake. I mean, just beautiful, rich colors. And then just some fun, like, sherbety brights. What else is on sparkle? Oh, this one is on sparkle. I don't know if you can see the sparkle. What else? Oh, this one. If you like pink, boom. This one's called Hula Girl, and it is bright pink. So we have some really amazing colors in her sparkle. We also have her sock base, which is a 75-25 nylon merino. But look at some of these colors. I mean, you can completely fade out some of these colors. You can just look at that. Look how beautiful that is. And we're back. I decided to completely refilm the ending because I didn't really like it. So now that you've seen everything in the trunk show that we have, that pretty much brings us to a close with what I have to share with you guys today. I don't really have a whole lot of other things to talk about in the shop. I don't want to feel like I'm repeating for those of you who watch regularly. So if you want to see some of the other really cool things that we have in the shop, go back and watch past episodes. We really do thank you for tuning in and subscribing and giving a thumbs up on these videos. It really means a lot to me. Yeah, it really does. I never thought I would really enjoy doing these type of video podcasts because I normally don't like to be videoed, and I really don't like the sound of my own voice when I hear it played back. So I'm kind of surprising myself with how much I'm enjoying doing this. Let's see, is there anything else calendar-wise? We have the trunk show in through the end of this week. We do have a class on Thursday. So we have a class on Thursday. It has now been filled. Now, if you were on the I think I'm coming, but you weren't like 100%, but you talked to either myself or Grace, we have a space for you, but you need to let me know. If you're on the list, you're on the list. If this is the first time hearing about the class, I'm sorry, it's full. We'll get you next time. But the class is this Thursday, but also this coming Thursday, August the 9th. This is our late night knit night. So we stay open from 10 a.m. all the way till 8 p.m. The City of Montgomery does a historic downtown sip and stroll. So there's vendors, there's like a little, I'll say, craft market going on in one of the parking lots. You can get beverages and just walk down to all the antique shops. All the shops are open up late. The boutique next door to us is open up late. So come by. We are open for sitting and stitching if you have some late night fiber needs or yarn needs. But yeah, come by. You're welcome to bring some dinner with you or some snacks and eat and knit and crochet, lap weave, loom weave, whatever you've got, loom knit. We just love to see you here and hang out with us. Grace and I will be here till 8 p.m. on Thursday. So be sure and come by. At least say hi and check out the late night knitting. It's something that happens every second Thursday of the month. The sip and stroll, and then we also stay open for late night knitting the same day. So we have our usual sit and stitches this week. So every Friday afternoon, starting about 2 o'clock, going till we close at 5. We have a great group of ladies that come in and chat, knit. We solve the world's problems, all that fun stuff. And then also on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to approximately 2 or 3 p.m. Some people stay even later, so it's really fine. We'd close at 5. But other than that, you can stay as long as you like. And we have a coffee maker, and we'll have snacks sometimes, so be sure and come by. Bring your knitting, bring your crochet, hang out, just have a good time, smelling the yarn fumes. Let's see. I think that's about it. I know I must have said that about 15 times now, but I actually mean it this time. So thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate you for subscribing. I feel so discombobulated, like I'm forgetting something massive, but I'm not. So thank you for watching. All of the pertinent details will scroll as far as our website, our Instagram, email, all that stuff. If you're coming to the Montgomery area or the greater Houston area, we're open Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., unless it's the late night knitting. And either myself or my employee Grace will be here, or both of us will be here to help you with all of your knitting, crochet, and yarn needs. So thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on episode 10, or see you in the shop. Bye!